Hey guys, it's Jess Grippo here, and I wanted to experiment with a new thing called dance discussions here on Facebook Live. And the reason being, because I feel like I get into these conversations about dance with people all the time, whether it's the Lyft driver taking me home, or the person that I'm standing next to on the subway, or you name it. I feel like these discussions are always coming up. And the two questions that I opened up this Facebook Live with are, one, why make dances during this crazy time in the world? And number two, can you still call yourself a dancer even if you're out of practice or if you've never had formal training? Hey Melanie, just seeing that you're joining, welcome. And as you join, feel free to comment and say hi, or if you have other questions or thoughts that come up throughout this talk, feel free to add them in here. I would love to hear from you and make this less of a one-way street. So the first topic is, why do we, hi Bruce, why do we make dances? Why do we make anything creative in a time when it seems like the world is falling apart, and politics and the environment and just like so many injustices and things going on that can feel so terrible and can weigh us down and can make us feel hopeless or helpless in this world that really needs a lot of help, right? And I struggled with this for a long time. Not only, in recent times, but I remember when I was first training in dance and I was about 19 years old and I had this decision to make. Do I continue on the dancing path, or do I quit and study psychology? Because that's kind of what a lot of people do when they don't know what they want to do with their lives, but they want to help people, and that's where I was. So basically what I decided, hi Lauren, welcome, what I decided to do back then was like, you know what, dancing felt too selfish to me. I didn't see how me dancing on a stage somewhere could make any difference in the world or could help anyone. And so I kind of at the time made this very black and white decision where I was like, dance, nope, can't change the world, can't help people. Psychology might have the potential to. I don't know why. I just felt like it did. And I went in that direction. And what's funny is I had a similar conversation with someone recently who owns a really successful nonprofit dance studio and performance company here in Brooklyn a couple of weeks ago. And she was telling me a similar experience, that she was in the formal modern dance world for years, and she felt that it was really elitist and it didn't really make a difference. And it could be like this kind of like, we're stuck in our own world, and it's that certain kind of dance can only be accessible to dancers or to people who get that language, right? And that can be isolating to people in the world, and that can be, and we can talk about whether is that true, or not. But I think the point that I'm trying to make here is that in both of these situations, the way that dance is being defined is that it is this one thing. And that's how I thought back then, that dance is this one thing. And if I'm not going to train my ass off and be the best ballerina I can be and nail my pirouettes and do everything perfectly, then what else can I do? Like, I literally didn't know that there were other options. And so what I've come full circle on, and what I feel like the last 15 years of my life have been this process of actually coming to realize that dance in itself, when it takes on a form that isn't confined into the specific way it needs to be, dance can be something that changes the world. It can be something that helps people. And it is something that is so necessary in these crazy times that we're in. In my experience, dance in this way, when we're dancing in our own authentic ways, without the rules and regulations of what we think dance should be, or what we were taught it was, or whether or not we can fit into the dance group because of our background or whatever, right? When we are just like truly dancing for who we are, on a personal level, it's extremely healing. Why? Because on a personal level, when you're dancing and you're expressing yourself authentically, you're releasing something. You are freeing yourself in some way, because what you're doing is you're saying, hey, Robin, you're not saying anything. You're moving. You're moving beyond words or thoughts. You're getting in your body, and you might feel something. You might release something, right? That healing on a personal level is going to free you up as a person to go about your day differently, to treat your coworkers or your children or your partner or the person in the subway with a little more kindness, because you've done something for yourself. You've expressed yourself. You're not walking around with these layers inside of you that are feeling unexpressed and icky, right? Because when that's happening, when you're feeling icky and unexpressed, then you're going to be a grump, and that's going to affect people in your world, right? Right. Okay. So, hey, Billy, welcome. Hey, Tara. Oh, you're awesome too. So that's like the personal level, right? Of how dance can actually help not only ourselves, but also the people that we interact with. And then on a bigger level, let me just pause because I see someone commented. Robin says, moving energy, allowing emotions, thoughts, beliefs to rise so you can be free, unweighted, and present. Beautifully said. Oh, thank you, Bruce. From what you've seen in my dancing, it feels like the opposite of selfishness. I appreciate that. I've come a long way to kind of like realize that myself. Vanessa, you started musical improv last night. That's amazing. I love it. Yes. Express, express, express. I've been doing dance improv lately, and it's been amazing. Billy Schultz, I don't know if he's still here, but he hosts a show called Dancify That I was part of at the Pit. It was amazing. I love dancing with you too, Tara. So cool. So, and if anybody else wants to chime in, like what other ways have you noticed that dance has personally affected you or changed you or people in your life for the better? I would love to hear it in the comments. Taking it on a more global level as well, right? How can dance help the world? Well, there's this level of bringing people together in a powerful way, right? When we're in community and we're dancing with people. And I'm really excited to have 2 outlets this week, an event this Thursday night and Sunday, where me and my You Can Dance Again group are going to be not only performing, but also inviting the audience to dance with us. And it's from people from all over. And I honestly don't even know the Sunday one. It's this new organization. We're just going to jump in and be part of it. And the intention there is to create healing through art and to bring people together from all different backgrounds and to communicate something. And as Robin says, dance allows me to say the things I have no words for. I mean, when we're saying the things that we have no words for, like that's a beautiful way to put it, and doing that in community with other people, it's just this layer of understanding another human being that goes beyond words or language or culture. It's an expression of who we are. And imagine doing that more with other people. Like that can create healing, right? I just saw a couple of other comments. Oh, thanks, Billy. I appreciate it. Whoops, I'm not able to like scroll through for some reason. I'm going to come back to comments later if I don't get to address them all on the video right now. Okay, so from this place, right, connecting, kindness, I also want to introduce this other concept of, did you ever think about this, okay? This might seem a little crazy, but culturally, societally, right? Dance, and I'm talking from a Western culture perspective here in the United States of America, dance has also become very commercialized, right? Hey Pete, what's up? Dance has become, there's all these competition shows around dance on TV. Who can be the best dancer, right? You have to look a certain way. You have to have a dancer body. There's all these rules and things about dance that, while it's extremely entertaining and I love watching all those dance shows, it also can be isolating in a way. It can make people feel like, well, I'll never be a dancer again because my body will never look like that, or my body will never be able to do that again or ever, right? Those things can come up, and I think that's pretty shitty because I felt like that for a long time and it was shitty. And where I'm getting at here is that that kind of mentality is in our culture on a much deeper level that is holding back, especially as anyone who identifies as a woman, or a man as well, in his own unique expression that may not fit the mold of what a man or what a woman is supposed to be. These traditional models of what dance has to look like is holding us back, and it's perpetuating these patriarchal, outdated concepts of who we are and who we should be in the world. And in effect, it's disempowering us because it's holding back a part of our own expression. Do you get me? Do you feel me? Do you see where I'm going here? So the very act, and this brings the personal and the political together, because the act of you dancing in your own way and saying, fuck that, sorry if any kids are watching, to these institutions that tell me what I can be and who I am, you know what? Screw you. I'm not gonna abide by those rules. That is not me. I'm who I am. This is what I have to say. I have a freaking body, and I'm free to express in my body the way that I want to, you know? And not everybody in this world can say that they have that freedom, you know what I mean? So like, if you're, especially if you're in the United States and you're here, and like, let's use our bodies to say something, to make a statement, right? Through freeing ourselves and our expression, to give other people permission to do the same, to one dance at a time dismantle these rules and regulations that have held us down, that have beyond ourselves, generations before us who have suffered and who have been suppressed. Like, can we please break through that? Can we please just, enough of that bullshit, right? So this is why I am so passionate about this, and I so believe that by each of us connecting to what our true dance is, it can and it will change the world. So if you're with me on that, I would love to hear. And if you're not, if you disagree, I would love to hear that too. Like, let this be a conversation. And I do have to mention that if this is resonating with you, and if you're like, hell yeah, I want to free my dancer, I want to be who I am, please get in touch with me, because, and I can tell you more if you guys want to hear it. I don't want to get too much into it on the Facebook Live, but there's an amazing event that I'm hosting it's called Reclaim Your Power, Revive Your Dance. And it's a experience where you get to create your own solo dance piece. Not just any solo dance piece, right? This is about a solo dance piece that helps you to break through to a new level of creative freedom and expression in yourself, and that is representative of something that you're working through, a new superpower that you're cultivating, a new part of yourself that you want to come through, something that you're dedicating this dance to that is personally meaningful and powerful, maybe even politically meaningful and powerful, right? And I'm gonna take you into my mama dancer arms, and I'm gonna say, all right, let's get real. Let's get clear on what you want to say, on who you are, on what is stirring in your soul, and I am gonna help you shape that into a dance piece that truly expresses who you are and what you want to say, and I'm going to help you get it out there, okay? It might only be, this is up to you how much you want to get it out there. In the context of the group that I hold, there'll be about 9 of you total, and you'll have an opportunity in that sacred space of 9 people to share the dance that you create in the same day, because that's all it takes, I promise you, to be witnessed in who you are. And what that does for you goes beyond words. Just like Robin said, dance is beyond words. Like, it was seriously one of the most amazing, when I led this at first in June, it was one of the most amazing workshops I've ever led in my life, and I can say that hands down. And so you'll have that experience, and then if you do want to take your dance beyond the studio and the safe container that we're in, if you feel called to perform it on other stages or take it other places, I can help you with that too, okay? So it's the You Can Dance Again solo immersion, Revive Your Dance, Reclaim Your Power. Please just send me a personal message. I'm kind of so tired of doing all the like links and all that stuff. Send me a personal message if this is striking a chord with you, And I would be more than thrilled to talk with you more and to hear more about your dance story, what's going on with you, and how we can change the world together through dance. Because that's amazing and we can